So the preseason prognostications across the board, you referenced a magazine a minute ago. Clemson is like prohibitive. People love Clemson. And you've got Miami right there with them.
I do in terms of overall talent. Yeah.
Yeah. Let alone Notre Dame.
And I think Miami's had a massive upgrade at defensive coordinator. You know, some coaches just have knacks. PJ Fleck's got a knack for hiring good DCs. A couple in a row now, you know? And what I like about this DC too, it's the exact opposite of what they did before, which I think is going to help with buy-in. So, you know, Heatherton is more of a read and react DC than, I mean, they were doing Baltimore Raven Wink Martindale last year. I mean, blitzing cheerleaders on 3rd and 27. In fact, no, it was Don Brown. All right. Set house blitz on 3rd and 27. All right. You know, I think they're going to let more of, and in the ACC where Miami's going to have the better out, and they don't play Clemson. So you could argue, except for the non-conference games against Florida and Notre Dame, the next 10 games, Miami's going to have the best personnel on the field. At that point, you don't need to get cute. Just go out there, know your role. The great prophet Bill Belichick, do your damn job. We don't have to get cute out here. We're just better athletes. We're bigger, faster, and stronger than the other 10 teams we're going to play. So that was one of my surprises, how much my numbers like Miami. I did not anticipate that.
Steve, we've had this conversation before in other off seasons. Are you going to pull the trigger on Miami?
I have probably not, but I'm from the last few, you know, I had a heck of a time. I had a heck of a time filling out my playoff field after projecting out my season, because the amount of teams, Mark, I have 9-3, 10-2.
I'm right there with you.
Okay, whatever. Sure. Okay. I mean, I could take like 16 teams, 17 teams, and any combination of those and Boise State. And if you told me that was your playoff, I'd be like, props. Yep. You got it, man. I'm in. You know, I mean, Miami's in that group. Miami is in that group. What I think will be very fascinating is I think they're playing Notre Dame at the exact right time. Start of the year, new quarterback. It's going to be 10,000 degrees in Miami at 2:30 in the afternoon. All right. You got a Northern kid in CJ Carr making his very first start on the road. You and I both know there's only two opponents Miami fans show up for: Florida State and Notre Dame. So they're showing up for this one. Okay. I think they're playing Notre Dame at the right time in that game.
Yeah, interesting stuff there. I did not expect Miami to be number one there in the ACC. Yeah, I could see them losing 2 non-conference games. They also have Florida, and then going, let's say, 7-1 in the ACC. Yeah. But like you, Steve, I didn't try to create this scenario. I just picked all the games, looked at all the schedules, made the record selections. Then I came to the conclusion. I looked at it and I thought, if I'm taking every 10-2 team in the SEC and Big Ten automatically in the playoff, and then looking at 9-3s in those two conferences, trying to compare them to 10-2s in the other two conferences,
how do you do
I've got like a 13-team log jam for like 2 spots.
And that's, you know, going to 16 if they do, will alleviate some of this.